Hello and what is going on, lovely people of the internet? It is HOOTMONEY here with another video for you guys today. Today we're going to be going over Workhorse again. Now, people who are here on this channel for things other than Workhorse, trust me, we will be covering other videos on that. And guys, I am in the process of creating a Discord server. I'm going to make it free for now, but maybe in the future, if it is wildly successful and if there are costs that come along with it, I'll make it a paid Discord. But for now, we're going to make it free. So once that thing is up, I will make sure to notify you guys. So make sure you guys turn on post notifications, because sometimes I'll just make a community post and I'll have that information. So if you turn on post notifications, you won't miss that Discord server link. So definitely make sure you do that. So today we're going to be going over basically the timeline of everything that has happened with Workhorse in basically the past 6 months, because there's just been a lot of ups and downs with Workhorse. Are we going to get the USPS contract? Are we not going to get the USPS contract? Are we going to short squeeze? Are we not going to short squeeze? Is there volume? Is there no volume? No one knows what's going on with Workhorse, but today we're going to be going over this whole USPS contract and why I think Workhorse has an extremely good chance of getting this USPS contract back. Now, Workhorse just yesterday announced that they are going to be suing the USPS. So with that information, I really think they're going to have a positive result from this lawsuit. One more thing, guys. The exchange reported short interest figures for Workhorse and every other stock on the stock market come out tonight. So at 6 p.m. Eastern time on June 17th, you guys need to be looking out for these new numbers. Anyways, enough with the chit chat. Let's get right into the video. Alright, my friends, so here we are on Robinhood, just taking a quick look at Workhorse. So you can see we're trading at $14.53. So it's really not looking too great for Workhorse on the day. However, it's definitely a volatile day with the new exchange reported short interest figures coming out, as well as quadruple witching going on tomorrow. So volatility is definitely to be expected. I think as long as this thing doesn't drop below $14 a share, there's no really need to panic, as the short squeeze is still on the table. Now this morning you can see we were pumping at market open and there was definitely some increased volume, and then ever since market open it almost recovered here at 1050, but then Seeking Alpha released a bearish article on Workhorse, which we'll cover at the end of the video, so make sure you guys stick around for that. And yeah, ever since the Seeking Alpha thing, it basically bloop all the way down, and yeah, now it's just hanging out around the $14.50 mark. We'll get a different perspective here by just looking at trading view. So as long as it stays in this range, I think it's going to be good. You can see those support and resistance levels that I've drawn in. So we don't really know if it's going to plan to bounce. As you guys can see, when it double tapped this support beam right here, it shot up yesterday with that USPS lawsuit news, and now it's just really hanging out in the middle. We'll change this to 1 minute candles just to give it more of a day trading perspective, and it's basically just been going sideways, seeing lows of $14.30, and now it's bouncing up. Now after Workhorse was pumping today, this little cup and handle pattern kind of formed and it broke out to the downside, which is kind of unfortunate. However, that's just how it goes, guys. When we're playing with these short squeeze stocks, not every day is going to be a green day. And if you really do want this short squeeze to occur, you're going to have to defy fundamentals here and just hold on to your shares and be patient. Sometimes these things take longer than you expect. That's why I suggest that you guys just hold on to some shares, set some stop losses if you guys really want to protect your investment. Also, by having an order in place, if it's going to be a limit sell order, that will prevent exchanges from loaning out your shares for shorts to short it. So it's also good if you guys just set like a limit sell order to like $30 a share. That can help out the cause for a short squeeze greatly. Then taking a look at some of the short interest figures, you can see the short interest has gone down to 51.63%. Now that is to be expected, because today, with this new exchange reported short interest figures, a lot of the people who are doing some shady stuff, i.e. naked short selling, they're going to have to cover their positions in order to not have these failure to delivers show up, which we'll be going over once those new numbers are coming out. So failure to delivers are definitely something that you guys need to pay attention to. Now, let's just go over a timeline of all the events that happened between Workhorse, Oshkosh, and USPS. And before we get into this, let me tell you guys, there's some shady stuff going on here, alright? Some very shady stuff. So yes, I think Workhorse has a very good chance of getting this contract back, and we'll just go over the timeline and you guys will see for yourself. Hey, if you guys want up to $70 in free stock just for signing up and depositing as little as $1, use the link in the description or the pinned comment section to sign up for public, and you get this promotion up to $70 in free stock just for signing up. I love using public. It's my favorite stock investing application on iOS and Android, and I just enjoy using it. It's an investing social media, so you can follow your friends. You can follow me at HOOTMONEY, and you can see my portfolio. You can see other people's portfolios. We do a YouTube portfolio where we invest $100 a week into it. And overall, I just really enjoy public. So if you want up to $70 in free stock, check out those links below. Otherwise, we're going to get right back into the video. Alright, so the executive order on tackling the climate crisis at home and abroad. So this was one of Biden's first presidential actions when he was first inaugurated. And if we go to section 205, alright, so this first section is just a bunch of boring stuff that, I mean, unless you're a politician or a lawyer, like, I don't even think that'll make too much sense to you guys. But as you guys can see, clean and zero emission, keyword zero emission, vehicles for the federal, state, local, and tribal government fleets, including vehicles of the United States Postal Service. Oh, is that USPS? Are we talking USPS here? Zero emission vehicles for USPS? Okay, let's get into some more nonsense. Then we got on February 23rd, 2021, the U.S. Postal Service awards contract to launch multi-billion-dollar modernization of the postal delivery vehicle fleet. Alright, so we've got Oshkosh Defense will finalize the design of the next generation delivery vehicle, delivering up to 165,000 of the U.S. built vehicles over the next decade. Alright, so you remember the executive order said zero emissions, right? So we've got the vehicles will be equipped with either fuel efficient internal combustion engines or battery electric powertrains. What happened to zero emissions? It didn't say some emissions. It didn't say 5% emissions. It didn't say 10% emissions. It didn't say 50% emissions. It said zero, null, nunca, nada. Now, taking this article from February 25th, 2021, we have just 10% of the new Postal Service fleet will be electric. Let's just take a look back at the executive order here. Clean and zero emission fleets. 10% electric? What is this? What is this? I mean, if only there was a company that could produce 100% of the vehicles electric, that's been around since 2007, that has the best electric truck technology there is in existence. I don't know. Like, what if? What if? You know? What if we could fulfill the promises of the executive order? Like, just imagine a world like that. Alright guys, so before we get into the next part, I want to remind you guys of the definition of what insider trading is. So, insider trading, the illegal practice of trading on the stock exchange to one's own advantage through having access to confidential information. So what that basically means is that if you have information about a company that the public market doesn't have yet, and you make a stock purchase based off of that information that no one else besides you has access to, and you make a lot of money from that, well, that's considered insider trading, which is very, very illegal. So, that brings us to March 8th, 2021. Congressman Ryan calls on the SEC to investigate $54 million Oshkosh stock purchase before USPS contract announcement. So, Here's what we know. We know only 10% of the new USPS fleet will be electric vehicles after Biden's executive order stated that 100% of the vehicles will be zero emission. We also know that someone made a $54 million purchase in Oshkosh stock right before the announcement was made, before it was public information. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just some guy who makes YouTube videos here on the internet. However, it doesn't take a smooth brain to know that someone was trying to make money off of this deal. And it also doesn't take a smooth brain to know that Oshkosh cannot make a 100% electric vehicle fleet. And it also doesn't take a smooth brain to know that Workhorse can make a 100% electric vehicle fleet. So why was the contract not awarded to Workhorse? I think there's something fishy going on here, guys. Anyways, on March 10th, 2021, Oshkosh acknowledged weakness on EVs before win in postal deal. So it looks like Oshkosh themselves even know that they should not have been awarded this deal. Sounds fishy to me. Now, all of this prior information leads into June 16th, 2021, where we get this article from the Washington Post and from other places as well, saying that electric automaker Workhorse, Usps, sues Postal Service to halt truck contract. The deal, worth up to $6 billion, went to competitor Oshkosh in February. Oshkosh is not a competitor. They're only making 10% electric vehicles. Workhorse can provide 100% electric vehicles. Does that sound like much competition to you? Because to me, it doesn't. It sounds like some phony BS, someone trying to capitalize off of some manipulated political BS. Oshkosh is trash, guys. If this was an exam, like let's say you're in college and you're taking a final exam, what's the difference between getting a 100% on your exam and getting a 10% on your exam? Absolutely trash. You can throw away that 10%. The 100% is the only thing that's worth any. The 10% student sucks. Let me just draw you guys a diagram of the difference between Workhorse and Oshkosh. We've got the Giga Chad over here, right? This guy right here, this is Workhorse, alright? So we've got the Workhorse, Giga Chad over here. We've got 100% electric vehicles by Mr. Giga Chad right here. And right here, we have Oshkosh. Oshkosh right here has a measly 10% electric vehicles. He's very unsure of himself. Look at him just look towards the ground while he's just walking forward. He's just slumping. He's not confident in himself. He doesn't even know if he can produce 10% electric vehicles because that's how much of a loser he is. He engages in illegal insider trading. Guys, it's illegal to insider trade, and that's what Oshkosh does. Meanwhile, we got Giga Chad Ape Centaur over here just flexing away how sick he is at making these electric vehicles that would be perfect for the USPS postal fleet. And now this is what I think Giga Chad Workhorse is going to do to Oshkosh, alright? They're going to take this lawsuit. This lawsuit can be represented by this egg right here. And he's just going to yoink it right at baby Oshkosh's face right here. He's going to get hit in the back of the head and he's going to collapse because he only gets 10% electric vehicles and he engages in illegal insider trading. Anyways, guys, on a serious note, I really do think Workhorse has a very strong case to get this contract back. I don't think it's going to be easy, though. It's going to take a little bit. No court cases are ever easy. It's always dragged on for a very long time, so the lawyers can just eat up all the profits away anyways. It'll probably take some time in order to get this going. However, I definitely think there's a very, very strong case for Workhorse. And I think the markets might agree, seeing that Oshkosh is down 5.7% today. I really think that Workhorse can win this contract back. I think Workhorse clearly has some better electric vehicles than Oshkosh. 100% EV compared to 10% EV for Oshkosh. It just doesn't make sense. And clearly there was some money on the line here, considering a $54 million purchase of Oshkosh stock was right before this announcement was released to the general public, which means there was clear insider trading, which definitely means there was some like manipulative activity going on here, guys. Workhorse was definitely the clear winner, and someone just wanted to make money, so they pulled some strings and awarded the contract to Oshkosh, and now look what's going on. We're cracking down on it. We're getting this contract back, boys. Workhorse is going back to the moon. No more short sellers. Short sellers are about to eat our shares for like $100 a share. And yeah, I think this is looking good for us, guys. I'm excited for what's to come with Workhorse. Today wasn't the most exciting day, but we still have 11 more days left on the Ortex signal. So we're going to be playing this for another 2 weeks and see what happens. And I'm super excited. Strap up your seatbelts because we're going on a rocket ship. We're going to space, baby! Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I enjoyed making it. This was definitely a fun one to make. I had fun making it. Remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video for more content like this. We're making that Discord soon, so turn on those post notifications so you don't miss it. And use that link below to sign up for public if you guys haven't already. Up to $70 in free stock, so you might as well check that out. That's about it for today, and peace.